Thank you so much. It's fitting that this theme is Olympic spirit, because I think the Olympians always get these beautiful medals, but there's also other people in this country that also get these lovely medals. They're just normally not as big as the ones you would get in the Olympics. And I'm talking, of course, about our servicemen and women. In June 6th, 1944, there was a big offensive in France. Of course, you may have heard of it, called the D-Day landings. And this piece that I wrote was just on the heels of a trip that I made there with a tri-service band. So we had Air Force, Navy, and Army join up together and play for the 75th anniversary of the D-Day landings. So I had recently returned from France, and while we were there in uniform, I managed to put my hand in the water on June 6th over on the beach. And needless to say, it was cold. It was a beautiful sunny day, and we were lucky. We were pleased with like a 20-degree weather day or something like that in France. But I know that 75 years before that, that was not the case. It was raining, it was cloudy, and the soldiers on the boats that day were very scared and kind of feeling alone on an offensive that was Allied-wide, so it was a big offensive throughout the entire coast of France. And this piece reflects that a little bit. So the piece goes along a story of a soldier sitting in the boat, reflecting about the fears that he has in his heart. And to me, the semitone is that fear. It's the doubt that is solid in your head when you don't know what you're facing. As soon as he leaves the boat, he's met with gunfire. So this piece provides a lot of trombone techniques that are kind of contemporary. You're going to hear the wind, you're going to hear some fast articulations, you're going to hear some air raid sirens played by the slide doing some glissandi. So you're going to hear a big battle happen, and during that battle, you're still hearing that soldier's thoughts as he's climbing through the beach. You're going to hear the artillery shells and the bass trombones and accented notes here and there flying all around. If you've seen the movie Saving Private Ryan, it's that same type of energy kind of rushing through. You don't know what's going on. There's a lot of noise, and that's kind of the battle scene. But after the battle finishes, our soldier kind of wakes up, and he's on the beach, and he's got that tinnitus that you have in your ears from hearing loud noises. I believe it's the second trombone kind of just holding an F for quite a long time. And all he can hear is the wind, that noise that's ringing in his ear, and his heart beating. A nice big thump thump. So once that finishes, you hear the French anthem, and he kind of realizes that the battle was won. And it finishes off in a lovely chorale to signify that that battle was won, even though the war was not quite over yet. So I'm really excited to hear this. It is a world premiere. It did not take me 4 years to write, but 2020 was quite the challenging year. So I'm happy that the Medicine Hat Concert Band Society can finally put it together. So this is my piece, The Day the Water Turned Red. Thank you.